Pitch decks come in all shapes and sizes for your movie. And there are versions that people call pitch decks that are not necessarily pitch decks. When you have a business plan, that could be something that is more legal oriented. You could have a private placement memorandum that is going to be a lot of pages, and it's going to be kind of down the road further when you have a potential investment. The business plan that many of you know that I've had for years is called Movie Plan Pro, and that sits in the middle of like a pitch deck and a business plan. Then it's called a confidential informational overview. And so it's going to give stuff about the financials and the timeline and the hypothetical investment return and things like that. But a pitch deck is really a pitch of the movie. Usually pitch decks have more visuals in them, and they're not number oriented, and they're not printed with just a lot of text on white pages. They're visual because we live in a visual society and people need to see things to believe it. So when you're putting your pitch deck together, the first thing that you need to understand is that if you're designing the whole thing in Microsoft Word, you've probably already lost. It's probably not a good idea to put that together. Now, when we talk about the business plan or Movie Plan Pro, like those kind of things could be done with a Word template or some type of format like that, because again, you want it to have that business aspect. But a pitch deck itself, usually the design program that most people are going to use is Adobe InDesign. But maybe you're saying, Tom, I've never used Adobe InDesign. I have no idea how to use it, and that's okay. When you have some Photoshop skills or InDesign skills or things like that, you need to understand that that may not be at the level that it needs to be to look professional. So how do you combat that? Well, that's where, and I've suggested this site many times in different videos, that's where you go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr, 2 R's at the end.com. And it used to be a place where people can do gigs for $5, and you'd pay them for $5 and you would get whatever it was, the logo design or anything like that, the marketing. Now that $5 is gone, and you can go all kinds of numbers there, and you could find someone who can create a pitch deck for you or create even the opening cover graphics. I've said that many times too, when someone will hand me a business plan or a film poster mock-up and it looks unprofessional, I've already truly judged a book by its cover. It's been a rare situation where then they show me the trailer and I'm like, oh my God, I'm shocked. It's usually, if they can't even get the graphics for the pitch deck or the mini poster for the movie to look good, they're probably not going to be able to make the movie look good. So you need to use professionals, and you can find professionals there all over the world that make your pitch deck stand out. So what I'm saying is, when you're putting a pitch deck together, you're going to be responsible for the elements, the synopsis, the types of pictures that you want to use, the mood and stuff like that. But you can work with the designer to tell them this is what you want it. So you give them the kind of content and they make it look beautiful. But I cannot stress that enough. It's got to look beautiful. It's got to be something where people see it and they go, oh, all right, this is professional. Let's take a meeting with whoever the person is. One thing I'll also say is, if you're going to print it on your local printer, and I have a color laser printer, but the key is it's still not going to be on the level of getting it printed at a professional place. And that could be Staples, Kinko's, or if you have a local printer, usually they're the best, because then you can kind of work with them and get discounts and things like that, and you can do it as a long-term relationship for future pitch decks. But even the printing itself has to look professional. I've done it where I've put business plans in beautiful covers and handed them out. Again, the bottom line is professionalism counts for getting that meeting. Hey everybody, quick pitch on the Movie Producer Mastermind at Filmmaking Stuff HQ. If you want to learn how to finance your film, make your film, and then sell it and distribute it, this is where you need to be. It's the ultimate resource for putting your movie together. If you want to make your dream come true, you're going to want to check it out. Also, hit like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We put up new free content every week.